Hey friends, Dr. Sherri here, coming to you live with another Little Lies, Big Truths moment. This one you guys have heard before if you've followed me for any length of time. And it's this truth. Feelings are information, not facts. Let me back up a little bit to the lie. Listen, you guys, I have my ears pricked up and attuned to the lies in my own mind, the lies that say, if I feel sad, I must be sad. The lies that say, if I feel lonely, I must be alone. The lies that say, if I feel like I don't matter, then I don't matter. I'm not only attuned to the lies in my own mind, I think that's actually a gift that God's given me to be readily aware of that, but it's also a diligent practice that I've engaged in, this thing called a thriving thought world, over the last couple of years in particular, certainly with much more regularity and force and intention over the last couple of years. Hey, to whoever's watching, I can't see you. It doesn't show me sometimes. I love you. So glad that you're here. So listen, feelings are information, not facts. That's the truth. The lie is that if you feel a certain way, then you must be that certain way. So not only am I attuned to what I think and feel, but I'm attuned to what other people think and feel, particularly women. I have countless friends and women that I coach and just people in passing that comment on a post or send me a private message and they say, how do I stop feeling like a failure? How do I stop feeling like I'm not good enough? How do I stop feeling like I'm not worthy of good things? How do I stop feeling that way? And the very first thing I tell them is this: you have to stop listening to your feelings as if they're telling you the truth. Your feelings are not fact. They are information. They are there to tell you that, to trigger a learning experience, an opportunity to thrive, to trigger something within you that says, okay, I feel sad right now. What is that telling me that I need to do? Well, it's telling me, one, I don't really like feeling sad. Two, it's telling me I need to do something. I need to take some sort of action to stop feeling sad. I can actually choose to feel a different way. Now, a lot of people say that's bunk. A lot of people say, I have depression. I have anxiety. I don't choose it. Well, my friends, I'm going to give you a little bit of hard truth here. We all have our own propensities and tendencies from the womb. I don't deny that. But I do know this. If medication alone were sufficient to cure anxiety and depression, nobody would have anxiety or depression. Do you hear me? I used to practice as a clinical psychologist, right? So I've sat across the couch from a lot of people who have been on a various number of cocktail of medications, and I have nothing against medication. Do not misquote me here. Medication certainly has its place, and it is not a cure, particularly when it comes to matters of the thought world. My friends, you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to stop believing that your feelings are true. Just because you feel anxiety doesn't mean you are anxious. I want you to change that language for yourself. Just because you feel sad doesn't mean you are depressed. Feelings are information. Listen, if we go primitive era here, feelings were to alert us to a threat and to tell us to do something about it. It wasn't, oh, there's the threat. Oh, there it is. There's nothing I can do. There it is. And listen, I'm not minimizing any of the work that is put in to working through those deep feelings of anxiety and depression. I have my own experiences of anxiety. Still, from time to time, I have panic attacks. But you know what? I know this truth, that all of that anxiety and depression happens right up here in my thought worlds, and it typically starts with the way that I feel and whether or not I choose to believe that feeling as fact or as information. I'm not going to talk a whole lot more here today other than to offer you this invitation. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling lonely, I want you to resist the urge to acknowledge those feelings as truth. Instead, consider that acknowledging them as truth is actually a lie. And the truth instead is to use them as information, as fuel for your brain to change the thoughts that are in your brain that are leading to and stemming from, yes, those feelings. Listen, my friends, you have the power to not let feelings dictate any further what you think or what you do. You have that power. If you don't believe it, if you want to understand more about that, I'd love to chat with you. You can go back and watch some of my videos. You can listen to some of my podcast episodes, whatever you need to do. I also have a new Thought Warrior 33-day basic training program experience coming up to teach you just that, how to take those thoughts captive, how to treat them as information and not facts. So there's lots of ways that you can learn from me how that's a possibility for you. And the first truth you can begin to believe is that it is a possibility, even if everything in you right now doesn't feel that way. Thanks for joining me for today's Little Lies, Big Truths. My friend, share this episode with a friend who needs to be encouraged that it is possible to speak truth over the lies so that they too can thrive in any and every circumstance.